Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent news message, and I need for all of you to stop talking and listen! I look good. I mean, I look real good. Hey, everybody! Come look how good I look! Hey, how are you? You look awful nice tonight. Maybe don't wear a bra next time. No, I was talking to you. I don't know her name. What is it? Lanolin? Like sheep's wool? I'm not talking to her, I'm talking to you. Vicky, look at me! I look terrible! I have bags under my eyes. I swear, if you were a man, I would punch you. I would punch you right in the mouth. It's Bush League. Bush League. How much time do we have? 30 seconds? I'm on right now? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Recording, right?
Oh, yeah. and people take pictures with their babies and their placenta and the umbilical cord still attached. Very strange. But that we had a whole conversation in the back room. Back room in the salon is like fair game. It's so crazy. You walk in and you're like, what the fuck did I walk into? Oh, about the placenta thing, hold on real quick. Tell everybody this. So people plant their placenta and they have placenta trees. Well, this girl thought a tree actually was grown out of placenta. I'm like, no, you idiot, it's fertilizer. You plant a tree and put the placenta. She thought a tree was actually comes out of it. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, moving on. Anyways, that's backroom talk. It's just a small portion of my job. The back room is the most interesting part of my job, just so you know.
Back door?
Back room. We do have a back door to the back room, but.
Hello, you two! Here we are on our very first episode of Drinking with the Pros. And tonight, I've got Sarah. Now, Sarah is a salon stylist, hair stylist. She services people for money. And this episode is also brought to you by, well, nobody, but part of Drinking with the Pros is I'm drinking Bud Light and she's drinking. Whoa, where the fuck did it all go?
Drink it all.
Bullet whiskey. And what else are you drinking with that?
A little ginger.
A little ginger? Sorry, that's talking about ginger ale, not the red-complected, freckled, red-haired people. Different thing. You're a dirty pirate hooker! Now, in all seriousness, we're here tonight to talk to Sarah about her job, what she does at her job. And while we're here talking about this, I do want to say there are some safety tips for you at home with Corona. We've got a gallon of Germ-X hand sanitizer here for our use anytime we decide to use it. We've also got a spray bottle of bleach.
That's empty.
Gosh, called my bluff. Some Lysol. Because you know what? Daddy DeWine.
Actually, we should probably spray you down.
Oh, no. I'm clean. Now I'm clean. I can't reach it. There's Clorox wipes, but I can't reach them. And if all else fails, I've got this.
What's this for?
I got this piece of plexiglass at a Steelers game in Pittsburgh. Took it out of their men's room. I don't know why that hole's there. It looks like it might be a little bit small. Maybe a little too big. Is it too big? Don't act like you're not impressed. All right, now for real. let's actually sit down and talk about what we came here to talk about. Sarah works at a salon. She works at an upscale salon in our area. And I invited her over here to talk to us about what she does. Not really to make her uncomfortable and do this stupid. But I'd like for her to sit down and talk to us about what she does and give us some insight into how she does it, and everybody else there could learn a little bit about the salon industry, whatever you want to call it. All right, well, hey, that was fun. But I do actually have some questions for Sarah. And Sarah is a legit hairstylist. She works at an upscale salon in our area. And I just want to go through a general overview of what she does on a daily basis, maybe some at-home tips, talk about a few products, maybe. I don't know. I'm a domesticated hillbilly. I don't fucking know about any of this shit. So we're going to talk to Sarah about this, and she's going to enlighten my stupid hillbilly ass on at least a couple things, maybe. Hopefully you guys learn something. And that's the whole point of this series. This series, we're going to go and talk to people that are good at what they do and maybe learn something. If not, you can sit here and listen to us talk bullshit and watch us drink.
Or skip it.
At the very least, hit like. So, Sarah, now you work at Salon by us, and you are certified in, I had to write this down. You're certified in Brazilian blowouts. Not what you are thinking, guys. Keratin
treatments.
Keratin treatments. Airbrush makeup. Facial waxing. Balayage. What she said. Balayage. Color correction and root retouch. On a daily basis, what do you normally do at the salon?
The majority of my clients are people that are gray coverage. So we're...
Old people!
No, they're in their 20s and 30s.
Young people with gray hair!
Yes, yes. So that is the main thing that I do. And and guys come in every 2 to 4 weeks regularly.
She cuts my hair. I don't let anybody else cut my hair anymore.
But we do have a lot of, like, balayage is a huge thing.
All right, you just said the word. What the fuck is balayagio?
It's a hand-painted...
What? A what?
It's a hand-painted technique for highlights that looks very natural. It looks like the sun lightened your hair. So right now, back in the 90s, it was like stripes. And now everything is natural.
Now you're talking 90s. All right, hold on.
People don't want to have their hair looked like it was colored. They want it to look natural.
Let me pause you for 1 second. Now you're saying Bellagio. Now, my adult crush from the time she was on the show till right now when she's 78 years old, I don't know how old she is, Jennifer Aniston. Now, are we talking about like 90s friends Jennifer Aniston Bellagio, or is that something different? Am I wrong on that? I don't know I don't even know what that means.
Jennifer Aniston's hair is completely different from what it was in the 90s.
This is why I ask questions. I don't fucking know. Okay,
She's
sorry.
Probably
go back.
Embarrassed by what her hair looked like on Friends.
I liked it.
Yeah,
all right, go
did.
back.
Everybody did. Everyone asked us for that haircut, but
Hey,
now it's
I saw
different.
this. I actually did see that she had her own hairstyle. They wanted what was her name on Friends? I don't know.
I don't know.
But they went.
Rachel.
What was it? Rachel.
It was the Rachel cut.
Yeah, they'd go in
Just
for the Rachel.
like the one lady, the Spice Girl that was married to David Beckham. She had like the wedge cut.
Peppa Spice?
No, I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
I was watching Peppa Pig a little
know.
bit ago. Kids out here too.
I don't know what Spice Girl she was. She's the really skinny one. She's married to David Beckham.
I don't know. I've never chased
all
a
I know
waterfall,
her.
so I really don't know.
That's TLC. Come on. Jesus. Victoria, yes. So
Shut up out there!
Thank
You are
you.
not in this interview.
So that haircut is still sought after, and it was good, but it's so bad now.
All right, well, we just went on a little tangent there.
Okay, anyways.
Let's go back to the Bellagio, because you wrote that down in here, something that you're good at and you're certified in, or whatever it is. What is it now? I won't cut you off this time, I promise.
And painted highlights. So we're, instead of like taking foils and separating the hair, we're like just painting the hair, and it's Victoria's Secret hair.
All right. So,
it's to make it look natural, like the sun kissed your hair. So everybody wants that. They don't want the stripes like the 90s. That's why I said the 90s and 2000s.
Okay.
So now everyone wants their color to look natural. So that's the balayage. So that's what we do.
Right.
I do a lot of it.
now, that sounds cool. So is that like when you go to the salon, you see a bunch of girls with like tinfoil all over their head, and you think they're trying to stay away from aliens? Is that what that is?
I mean, it's part of it. We do some foil. Foil is to make the lightener work faster because it's a heat conductor.
Don't get too sciencey.
Conductor. You know what a heat conductor is?
Don't get too sciencey here.
Okay.
All right. So I get it. All right. Now I understand. Now, let's go on to color correction. I think that kind of explains itself. I mean, I'm not going to pretend that I know anything about a woman's hair. Women's hair and women with their hair.
Well, people come in and they color their hair themselves, and they show us a picture, and they're like,
So like a
I
box?
want this. Yeah.
Like a little box from
Yeah.
like CVS,
and then they're
you
like,
just
I want this color, and I'm like, that's gonna take me 12 hours to do. Like, it's not like you can't just make your hair one color and then the next day make it another color. Hair is gonna break. It's fret. Like, you have to, and that goes back to the Olaplex that I was telling you about.
Speaking of Olaplex, sorry. You've all met Mia if you've watched any of my other videos, but Mia's over here in the background. She's controlling the camera, and she's also feeding her baby dolls. So when the director talks, we kind of have to stop and listen. So I was gonna go into a little more here, but you were talking about Olaplex. I know my wife has it in her shower.
Because I do her hair.
Yeah, I know. And I get aggravated all the time because I think it's expensive. I think, well, just wash your hair. You know, I'm a guy. I just use body wash, a bar of soap. I wash my ankles, toes, ass, and head with it. Use one thing for the same thing.
You are missing half your hair. Just saying.
So, is Olaplex really worth it?
Yes. Yes.
Quick note, Olaplex is not doing anything for me on this video. They should, though.
Probably should have started using it sooner.
She should start a YouTube and talk about Olaplex. I'm not going to follow up with that.
So Olaplex,
Continue.
it's a not new product, but it's newer on the market. So it actually repairs the bonds in your hair. Everything that we've had in the hair industry in the years before, it was protein, protein, protein. If you use too much, it breaks your hair off. Hydration, hydration, hydration. This actually repairs the bonds in your hair. So using Olaplex, and for little girls, like your wife uses it on your daughter's hair, it wards off any breakage. So every time she washes her hair, blow dries it, anything, it's going to keep her hair intact. It's going to be healthy. Olaplex is good for everyone.
All right, so
your hair cannot be damaged from using it too much. Yes, it can be expensive, but it's worth it.
So if I was to draw a picture of damaged hair, and this is one thing as a guy, you know, a girl says, oh, I got split ends, and I got damaged hair from all the color treatment and everything I've been going and doing, blah, 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 blah. So you're going to use this Olaplex.
It actually repairs it.
Now, and when I think damaged hair, I'm looking at I'm thinking you're looking at a strand of hair. It's like a pencil. I'm expecting like the end of this pencil is just like chewed on by a dog and it looks just totally destroyed. So when you say damaged hair, what does that mean? Does it mean like you just got a couple little splits, or it's just getting dried out?
So
Or?
the outer layer of each hair strand, if you look at it, it's like think of it as a Christmas tree. So it's like this, and it's open. And when you put color on it, it opens some more, and you put the products, the color goes in, any chemical service. The Olaplex, what it does is actually, all chemicals break down the disulfide bonds. So what the Olaplex does is it goes through and it makes sure they're intact. So the more you use Olaplex, the stronger it is.
Are you ladies getting anything out of that? Because I don't know what she's talking about. But that's why she's here. She knows what she's talking about. I've already lost half of my hair. I don't think it's coming back. So, Olaplex, we talked about this a couple days ago, and you were telling me something about Amazon and something like that? Something about
Well, a
don't.
lot of the clients, they'll say, oh, I'll just order on Amazon. But the problem is you're ordering stuff on Amazon and you don't know where it's coming from. Anyone can have an empty Olaplex bottle and fill it up with anything they want. You don't know what you're getting. So if
And I
you're
think
gonna
that kind
buy
of-
stuff, buy it from a salon.
And anything high end that you're gonna do ever, I think that kind of falls into any of it. That, hey, if you order something off the internet, even though it's Amazon, you're not entirely positive what you're gonna
You
get.
have to consider the source that you're buying it from Amazon.
So, let's talk briefly and quickly for any of you girls, or if you're a high school girl and you went to cosmetology and trade school or whatever, high school thing, and you're talking about and thinking about getting into a salon. What's a normal day like? What's your schedule like? Like, what's your pay like? How does all of that work? If you're coming out of high school and you want to get a job in a salon, what should you expect?
Inconsistency. One day you'll be fully booked. The next day, even my boss have a 3-hour gap. It's inconsistent. You have no control over your book. The best thing you can do is get on social media and share your work. But even then, with going back to the social media, like, I'm busy. I'm busy all day long. I don't have time to take pictures of people's hair.
So that's because you're good at what you do. And so, and just to pause, 'cause I know where you're going with this. Even if you work for like a Great Clips or something, and you're gonna come out and you work at a higher end salon, but if you're a girl that comes out and you're going straight to, say, a Great Clips.
I started there. So did my boss.
But no matter what, at the end of the day, you're responsible for who you bring in, right? I mean, it's not like, and everyone's walked in, got a haircut, and you just sit in line. But at the end of the day, you as the stylist, or you as that person, you're responsible for.
I am, to a point,
Right.
but my salon brings in my clients too. Our name, we've been there for 15 years. Everybody knows our name. They come in there, and they don't have to.
But you're also getting paid off of how many people sit in your seat, right?
Yes.
So it's not like going to, let's just say, Home Depot and, hey, they're gonna pay me $16 an hour. And
People will
And
request
it's-
us, but we also get clients that just come in. They're salon clients. Our salon is just, the name has been there for in the area for so long that we get clients just from that. But as far as like social media, we have a lot of girls that are super into it, and we call them social media queens.
So like no, hey, this is like a TikTok or the Instagram girls who are doing the things and they do something cool and some fun things that are on TikTok or Instagram. This is one of the things I did want to talk to you about. Like, you're seeing some of these transformation videos of these girls doing their makeup, and you get the song, and girl looks like a wreck, and then all of a sudden she goes bloop, and now she's a gorgeous model that you couldn't even imagine.
I do it, but I'm busy, and I've had my license for so long. I'm busy. I have clientele. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to post pictures all the time on social media. So, I maybe should book more time for each individual client. But also, we have a problem with people, influencers on TikTok and so on all the medias, and they're not educated. So there's one guy that's like, oh, Olaplex doesn't actually do anything. Yes, it does. Just because you use it once, you can't. So people are believing him because
You gotta follow
he has
instructions,
so many followers.
and you can't believe all the crap you're seeing on the social media sites. And that's what I was getting at. Like, you see these TikToks or the Instagrams or, and it's before and after, and wow. But in the same respect, there's a heck of a lot more that goes into that. And at the end of the day, you were telling me last week that, these girls that were doing this stuff, or the Instagrams or the TikToks or anything like, yeah, they look great, but they're also not really doing realistic life realistic stuff. They're doing it for a camera.
Right, and that's
So-
the thing, like, the girls that are busy at the salon, including me, like, we don't have time to do that. So, like, these girls are getting all these new clients.
And when she
from-
says she doesn't have time, it means like taking the videos and doing the TikTokers.
I'm booked all day. Like, I don't have an extra 20 minutes to go take fancy pictures. Like, I made this girl's day and made her hair look amazing, but in the life of the salon, we're busy. I'm running all day long. Half the time I don't have time to pee or eat or drink. So I can't, to take time out to take fancy pictures.
Now I understand what you're saying. And this is kind of going to come down to one of my last questions. So if you're going to choose a salon, or you're going to choose a stylist, or you're going to find somebody to do your hair, should you go to that TikTok girl, the one who's like, oh, I know she works at the salon down the road, and everything she does on social media and everything, she looks freaking awesome. Is that necessarily the best route to go? All right, I don't know. And what you're saying is, well, you're actually grinding and doing the work and letting the client go home and brag about it and show it off, while these girls are just kind of doing like a couple cool things, taking a picture here, a picture there, editing it all together.
Yeah, they had 2 clients that day and I had 10.
Yeah, and so they had the time to spend to turn that into a cool couple second video and like, hey, look, I'm awesome. And that's kind of what my question is, like, so how do you choose a salon? How do you choose a stylist? How do you, and I know a lot of people, guys, women, it doesn't matter who you are. I don't care if you're a guy or a girl. How do you choose your stylist? You go and get your hair cut. Hey, you didn't like this. What do you do?
The best thing for me is how I love to get my clients is word of mouth. I do someone's hair, someone says they like it, they come in. Yes, I try to do Instagram. I don't have I'm not a photographer. Like, I don't get great pictures. Also, at the same time, I don't have the time. I'm so busy. I'm booked. But in young people, that's how they find it. They go on Instagram.
We're old people living in a young people world.
But at the same time, like, I had someone driving 3 hours to get extensions from me. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go on Instagram and find someone in your area that is good at extensions. So I did that for her. So it's a give or take. Like, social media is great, but at the same time, people have to realize, like, the people that have experience and people that are good, they don't always have the time to do it because they're booked.
And that's kind of like what the real world is right now, kids. Listen, TikTok's cool. Instagram is cool. But the real world doesn't give a flying fuck about your Instagram or your TikTok. You might have 300,000 views on your cool dance video. The real world doesn't give a shit. You've actually got to accomplish something. Life lessons by the domesticated hillbilly. All right, now the last thing we're going to talk about real quick, and this will be something that I think guys and women could, at home, like what are some tips for just, you're not going to buy the Olaplex, you're not going to buy the expensive shampoo, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. You live in a rural country hillbilly house like I do with well water, or even still in the city. Like, what are some things you can do to keep your female hair healthy, not broken?
Well, if you have well
or as a guy, how do you stop balding?
If you have well water,
no, seriously, as a guy, like, how do you get rid of balding?
Stop buying the shit from Walmart.
I don't think that's gonna work. I'm pretty sure male pattern baldness is just like a genetic.
Yes, it can be. It can also be from the products you use.
For wearing hats all the time?
No, that's not. No.
Told ya!
No.
Sorry.
It's the products you use. The products you use have sulfate. If you're buying a shampoo, Irish Springs, like that person buys,
Hey.
if it has
Irish Springery. It says Irish, he's Irish, I'm Irish, I like Irish Springs.
hair, like, it's stupid. Like, stop buying products that have sulfate. Sulfate free, if you want to stop that. I can't change genetics and hormones, but make sure you are taking your vitamins, you're eating healthy. That's the main thing with hair, and sulfate free.
Don't drink all the time, smoke lots of cigarettes, and have a very unhealthy lifestyle. Yeah, you know what, those things will probably help your skin and your hair. There is a legit shampoo for well water
for women
versus just walking into the store and getting Pantene.
Women, everybody, no, that's horrible for hair.
Fuck, I don't know. I just see the commercials.
I'm telling you, well water shampoo and Olaplex, you're good to go. Your hair will be healthy.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope you learned something. I hope you laughed a little bit. Maybe you just drank a beer, said, I'm gonna watch this, and then you went swipe. I don't really care. Make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and tune in for the next episode of Drinking with the Pros. All right, I'm James McDivitt. You stay classy, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. We are here tonight on our very first Drinking with the Pros series. Anytime. Look at either camera. Look at any
Do I
camera.
have to look at the camera the whole time?
I don't care what you look at. You can look at me. You can look at me. Look at the camera. Look at that camera. Look at Craig. Look at Nick. How much time do we have? I'm leaving it.
That's mine. It's mine. Do I look fat?
There's no one dying.
All right, we're recording. Oh, fuck.